What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hill Homestead. In today's video, we are going to be doing a little bit more farm maintenance. We've got these old stumps all around the property, and there's a couple mainly in the yard that I would like to take care of, including this one here behind me, which is going to be in our new garden area. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this spot by taking out that stump, as well as a few other ones that are in the way when I'm doing mowing and things like that. But let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. So this right here is a Ventrac 3200 series. And if you do not know what a Ventrac is, it is basically a little tractor slash skid loader. You can do basically anything with it. This is not mine. This is actually the company that I work for. This is ours that we use on a basically weekly basis. This thing is very versatile and it can do pretty much anything you ask it to. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are hydraulic lines that go inside of the cab that we've got on there. This cab you can take off, which we do in the summertime, but right now we use it for snow plowing as well. So it's perfect to have the cab on there with the heat inside. But today I have the stump grinder on, and there are multiple attachments that we use to utilize this Ventrac, including things like brush hogs. You can have a regular mower on, you can have a stump grinder, we have snow plows, snow blowers, leaf blowers, buckets. There's pretty much anything that you can think of you can put on this thing. And it is much like a skid loader in the sense that you pull up and you push a few levers and you have a new attachment on. If you want to take it off, just do the exact opposite, pull the levers and back away. These Ventracs do not have the lift capacity compared to like a tractor or a skid loader, but they can do so many different things, and they can get into much tighter areas than what you could with a tractor. The bigger series especially, you can put dual wheels on them and they will hug a hillside, and you can do any type of work that you need to in very unique situations with this type of machine. But it's enough about the Ventrac itself. We are going to get to work on getting these stumps out of here and cleaning up the yard a little bit. What I plan to do is hopefully get out the wood chips and replace it with a little bit of compost that we've built up over time, so that some grass can be replaced there. All right, so that was one stump out of the couple that we have here today, but that one only took me 8.5 minutes. It is an older stump. It was fairly dead on the top, but as you guys can see, once I got inside of it, there was a little bit of life left in that tree. It was not completely dead like some of these are. Some of these will just whip right out, but that was a stump that I always had to watch for when I was mowing the grass, because that is one that would have torn up the blades pretty bad. So I'm really glad to get that one out of there. But this is going to be our garden area, so I won't have to worry about that stump anyways. The only thing that I will have to worry about now is putting something in the ground there that will feed our faces. I understand that there are not very many people who might have a stump grinder on hand unless you are in that type of business. So could you rent one? Sure. But the most cost efficient way that I've found to get stumps out of the ground is to burn them. You could put a barrel around them, or just put, you know, different types of material, have a bonfire over top of them, make it your fire pit, and over time that thing will burn out. So don't think that just because you have stumps throughout your yard that you need to go rent a stump grinder and put a bunch of craters in your yard, which I'll have to fill in here shortly, in order to get these stumps out of the ground. These are stumps that I just didn't like looking at from day to day, so I had today to go ahead and take care of them and get them out of the way. I've got a couple more large stumps that I'm going to get out of the ground now, and these will take a little bit more time, so I'm not going to go through filming the larger ones, but I will show you the aftermath, and we'll see if we've got time to move on to something else. As I was grinding this stump out that was once right here, we figured while we were making a mess, we might as well go ahead and make a big mess. And kind of scraped the top off and leveled it off a little bit. There's always been a hump right here where this stump was that made it difficult to go around if the truck was parked here or something. So we went ahead, got that leveled off, and went ahead and scraped off a lot of the top layer of sod, because like I say, we are going to do a garden here this year, so we were going to go ahead and get it started. So I took the tractor and dropped the teeth on the bucket or the box blade, and just kind of scraped the top off and kind of push the dirt over the hillside right there to kind of build that up a little bit, give us kind of a wall to work with, kind of a vantage point for our garden to end. So the next step in this spot is going to be putting some compost here later on, and then tilling it in. This week I did have a little bit of time. Well, actually it was yesterday. I did end up putting that sign up that my parents got us for Christmas, and it turned out really, really nice. We're really happy with it. Put those gaps in there so wind could pass through without taking the whole thing down if we were to get a heavy windstorm. But after that, I took all the scrap wood that I had laying around and did tear apart an old large pallet and started making a pig ramp. I know we used an old tonneau cover down there at the other pig pen to transport them, so I thought I would go a little bit more legitimate and build a heavier duty pig ramp. It is not finished, but as you can see from this part of the video, that I use different size boards. It's about 30 inches, so it can fit into the sliding doors and I don't have to open up the entire thing. That way we can walk them up onto the board, into the trailer, and just shut the sliding door behind them. I use different size thickness of boards, some 2x4, some 1x10, some 2x10s, things like that, so that they had something to get their feet in without sliding. Excuse me. So they can really have their footing walking up the ramp. They're comfortable and they're not going to slip and slide all the way back down. The next step for the pig board is to put some sides on it, so that way if we do have to come up behind one and pressure it on, it can't go off either side. So I do plan on putting some small walls up, kind of like a ramp, or on the sides of the ramp to go up. That way there is no exit for them other than forward. All right guys, and the last thing we're going to talk about today is our girl Betty. Either one of two things is going on. Either she's holding out on us or we got our dates wrong. Maybe she didn't take the day that I saw them, but she was due this week if my calculations were right and if she took at that time. But she continues to get a little bit bigger. She continues filling out, and she's still not producing any milk yet. So I would say she's still got a couple more days. So maybe she took at a later date than what I saw. But she is healthy, she is fine. We are still looking forward to piglets, and we are still checking her daily. With that being said, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, we're still waiting on piglets. We can't wait to shoot you guys a video on that. But today was a little bit different as far as stump grinding. That was not something that I thought about doing until this morning, honestly. It was something that needed done, and it was something that we were going to do anyways to prep that garden area. So, like I say, the Ventrac, it can be a very, very useful tool, just as a tractor, skid loader, or any other piece of equipment. It is so versatile that it can really help you in any situation that you would need it to. But like I say, we finished up a few different things today, projects that needed done, things that needed buttoned up. But like I said, I think that's going to do it. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend about us, shoot them a video link, and let them know we're here to help. And if you guys have any ideas, have any questions for us for video content footage, just shoot us a comment and let us know. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.